All right, John Graziano. We're going to fly around Charlottesville today and talk about the world of farming. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
You ready to take off?
I am ready.
All right, here we go. When I was working in the Senate, one of the big issues that we were working on was how to keep farmers farming.
Right.
And how to get young people to go into farming, because there's a huge brain drain across rural America, and particularly on farms. And so, the federal government had these programs to actually incentivize young people to stay and farm the land. You're a young person, and
youngish. Yeah, we're getting there.
And you and you decided to go into farming. So what led to that decision, and how's it going?
I didn't know anything going into it. I didn't grow up. I wasn't raised on a farm or anything like that. I mean, I might have had a garden or two, but, and it may seem daunting. I mean, a lot of people could be like, I have no idea what to do, how to grow these things, or the first thing about irrigation. There's all these trades that come in, electrical and carpentry and plumbing, and you got to kind of learn quickly how to deal with those things and the problems that happen within. Why is my irrigation pump not working? There's a lot of things that you look at first with no experience and say, I can't do any of that. Like, how could anyone know how to do all this stuff?
Right.
It just looks like you're like a factory floor. Like, what's going on here? And then over the period of 5 to 10 years, they say it takes to learn how to do stuff. You're a beginning farmer at 9 years in, technically. You don't know how to farm until 10 years have passed that you've been in the trade. So.
And did you get any incentives to start off? Federal
There is help in that regard. I also have student loans. As I said, I was going to school for something else entirely, whether it was psychology or education, that I'm still paying back, but don't have to. And this is one of those loan forgiveness program authorized professions.
So just as government forgives some or all of your loans if you do some federal service, after you finish up college, there's a similar program for people working on farms?
This is only extremely recently that this is going to be in effect. I think it's wrapped up in the Farm Bill that the Young Farmers Association has lobbied for.
Got it. So the Farm Bill that just passed this year. So you're going to keep on farming? You like it?
Absolutely.
What do you like about it?
I think there's infinite room for growth and learning. Whereas, I'll never feel like I completely know what I'm doing, or there isn't room to expand my operation or refine it in some degree. So I like always learning. As someone who's gone to a lot of college that I'm still paying off for, I am still learning about what I'm doing.
And what are you growing?
We're growing a lot of greens, a lot of salad greens, spinach, arugula is huge. And then in the summertime, we've got tomatoes. So a lot of the things that you see those small vegetable growers selling at farmers markets, we're doing. For me, looking down on these spaces, I think I see a lot of 1 acre areas that are surrounded by woods. 1 acre, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of those, if those are just residences, in my future, starting my own thing, I would say, okay, can I rent this land from you and have my own vegetable operation on your land, as you're not doing a whole lot on it. You have to mow your land. How about I take care of that, and you let me do a little vegetable operation with minimal infrastructure.
So you really need just 1 or 2 acres for what you're doing?
Yeah.
And how much vegetable can you grow on 1 or 2 acres?
You can grow a ton of vegetables on a small space like that. I mean, on a 100-foot row by 3 feet, I can grow salad mix planted in March or April that'll come ready in June, and I can get 50 to 100 pounds off that every week for 4 weeks, something like that.
So you don't even need to be in rural America to do this. You can do this in a city.
And especially, that's a good idea. You want to be close to where people are buying your things. You don't want to have to pay for transportation or do it yourself.
Right.
And,
How do you feel?
Feel great. I mean, you can see so much. It's not just the crowded circle in a commercial flight. You can see everything. Thank you so far for making this an enjoyable trip.
Well, don't thank me until we land.
Right.
Now, when we were taking off, you checked the gas tank, right, to make sure it was full.
Yeah.
On the left side.
No, that was. We didn't do that, did we?
No.
You got this nice little gauge here. Maybe.
Yeah, those never work. I wouldn't trust those.
Right.
No.
Like the pine trees lining the winding road, I've got a name, I've got a name. Like the singing bird and the croaking toad, I've got a name, I've got a name.
To Mike Echo, affirmative, Echo Alpha to Park District.
Echo to Alpha to parking. We'll stay with you. Thank you, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too.